There we have it, just like that. I'm fishing and haven't even spoken to you guys yet because I've just been zooming around this morning trying to get here, trying to find a peg, and then I'm actually in the end peg on Stocks Lake, so go away. So swim 5 gives me the end here with the bay and everything. There's so many fish showing, it's crazy. So I was just in a mad rush to find a spot, get some bait out. I'll explain that in more detail in a moment. I just want to get my house up, get this mess packed away, and yeah, just chill out a bit because it's been a mad one this morning, that's for sure. Right, I am hopeful there are carp all over us. That's my house up, and I've been sat at the front of the swim here now for about 20 minutes in the shade, enjoying the breeze. I feel like a greenhouse in that bivvy at the moment. Hopefully when the sun comes over, that'll be in the shade. But yeah, I'm down here, I'm on Stocks Lake, as I said. I'm on the end of the wind, and there's fish all over me. It is crazy. Just take a moment to say, welcome to the channel, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching my video today. And yeah, I've got 24 hours. With the amount of fish out there, I am very hopeful we're going to get a take. So what I did first is, with the amount of fish here, especially along that end there, I just made 2 casts with a leading rod. Found that I could get a drop and pull back, so that's fine. Wrapped a solid bag up to that same distance, pumped it that way, and it's landed fine. So I've got a solid bag out that way on the wind. Then out in open water here at just 10 wraps, so real easy fishing on this Stocks Lake. Nice little clear gravelly area, and we're away. There are snags opposite, so I had to give it the beans at the end there. I don't believe it. So, found a spot in open water, put 16 spoms on it, a couple of fluorocarbon D-rigs, and half an hour in it's away. There've been fish showing all over it. I'm buzzing. Right, I've got to concentrate because there's loads of weed in between me and this fish. Let's go. We have got a banging common. Get in! I can't believe this, that quickly. And that's decent. And don't want to say much here, but my PB common is kind of embarrassingly low compared to the numbers of big mirrors I've had. It's just over 20 pounds. Now, consider I've had mirrors to over 30. It's weird that. So I'm looking at this fish thinking it could be one of my biggest ever commons. I'll say that, I won't say what I think it might be. VP petrol? Yeah, I think that's how it goes. This is a decent fish. I'll do the old show you. We'll have a guess at the weight and all that. Then we'll weigh it. Oh my God, that's an awesome common. That's awesome. And that's got to be close to the mark, surely. Chill out, baby. Chill out. Right, let's wait and see if it'll calm down a bit. One's just shown. It's happening here. I was getting a bit carried away, just over 18 pound, 18.2, 18.3, something like that. Oh, but that's amazing. Yeah, the combination of waiting in the net for a while and the summer oxygenated water with all that weed has got this fish really buzzing. But that's cool, just over 18 pounds, only about an hour or so into actually fishing. Yeah, right, quick look at the other side. That's an amazing common. I have to get a couple of pictures of this one. Nice. Angry fish. Cool. And I know the tom makers of the world would have already got that rod back out and some spons over it, but that's just not me. I am very happy taking a moment to look at this fish. That rod is back out now. I did end up putting 3 more spons over it, and I can't believe it went off while I was talking to you guys. So I was sort of getting on to the situation out there, which is 40 yards out, nice and clear, but in between me and that there's basically 2 bands of weed. So to play that fish over it and land it is going to be a wader job every time. So just got to be aware of that, keep them at the front of the swim ready to go. That fish took a little snowman on a fluorocarbon D-rig. Very simple, very popular these days. Fish quite long, as seems to be the popular way to do it, but to me it kind of makes sense because it's so stiff all the way through. You need some movement somewhere, and I think that comes from the length of the rig. And yeah, that was a krill active bottom bait with a little bit taken off and an 8mm Northern Special on top. Size 6 wide gape. And that fish was nailed and not coming off. So what I'm going to do now is tie up a couple more of these, so I've got them ready to go. If we're going to get a few bites, that is, I want to be prepared. And I need to eat something. I've already got through a litre of water because it is pretty hot today. It's in the low 20s. And yeah, when I'm fishing, I'm always buzzing, so I think I'm sweating more as well. Man, I am so happy with how this has gone. No, just a liner roll, just the wind. Got no shit on. So apologies fellas if your wives and girlfriends are watching, and now I want you to go on the Dango's Outdoors diet of Greggs, Tesco meal deals, and no exercise other than going up and down the stairs at work, because that's what gives you this body and that's what we're going to leave you for. So yeah, get on it, man. Right. It's a lovely mirror. I have checked the weather and this wind is due to change directions and not come in this corner like it is now, so I am going to do the rod first, take advantage of this time and hopefully make it a hat trick before the wind turns and they abandon this corner. We might end up with a bit of two in the bed here. Oh my god, that's two in the net at once. You'll have missed it. I had to go down the bank there because it got weeded up so close in. But I could just go down and it's still showing. I could just walk down there, get the rod right above it and just lift it up out of the weed and then walk it back. So we've got two in the net. We'll have to unhook that one. And what I'll do is I'll get the rods back out, probably put one in a sling and then yeah, look at the one in the net, etc. Yeah, I'm buzzing about this. That's free. Well, oh, come on. It's come off, but you know what, that fish had nearly put us in a right pickle there. I was just coming over to the camera to pick it up, to move it, to film those other two fish. So, you know, I couldn't have three in the net, could I? That would just be carnage. Right, it's kicking off. Pretty sure this was the first one. Annoying to have just lost one, but you know, the best way to get over something is to get under something, and I'm going to get under this carp. Right, obviously it's been resting for quite a while now, so we'll lift it up, quick wait, and then get it back after a couple of pictures, of course. Hi double, let's do it. More or less bang on 16 pound angry touch net. There we go. Show the other side this time. Nice. Right, I won't film myself releasing this one, but I will do the second one, so yeah, bear with me on that one. I just don't want to have to move the camera and waste a bit more time on that fish. Lovely. You know what, I don't think we need to weigh this one. Out of almost 16, we'll give ourselves 14, 15, something like that. Lovely. Can't believe it, I had 4 bites. Gonna have to redo that solid bag rod, it's done nothing. But there's still fish showing up that way, so yeah, maybe it just landed a bit funny or something. Or maybe it's been blown already. Oh man, this is cool. This is the one that got stuck in the weed. I have to weigh down after it. Nice. Right, so we're filming. Yes, so this is pretty funny because this rod just got annihilated by a coot or something. Just, I think it was a moorhead. Just flew through the line. The bobbin smacked the rod and that, and I thought, oh god, I bet it's moved it, but I'll give it a while. And then it's gone. number 4. Another double. Got to be, hasn't it? 17, 18, something like that. Getting closer to £20. I would like a 20, that'd be awesome, but we'll keep taking fish like this. Great to be getting so much action. Nice. It's coming up on 7 o'clock now, and just sat on the grass behind the swim, chilling out. It's lovely. I haven't had a bite for about an hour and a half, which, considering I got 5 bites in 3.5 hours, is quite a while. Basically, the wind has completely died. It's no longer coming up the lake, and it's not going to now. It's going to swing around and go the other way. And to be honest, I can kind of do with that just happening quickly. While there's no wind on the water, it's a bit rubbish, it's a bit dead. I either want to be on the wind or on the back of the wind, because at least it's something, but right now it's nothing. Still the odd fish showing, so I think what I'm going to do is when it does hit 7, I'll wind in, completely redo the main spot. 2 fresh rigs, fresh hook baits, bit of bait over the top. You know, there's a difference between recasting after a fish and casting now when the wind's died. I can take my time and be accurate. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll then have my tea, the solid bag. I think, fly just went in my mouth, lovely. I think I'll redo that last thing. There's still fish showing up that way, so I'm just leaving it up there, hoping for a bigger fish basically. But if not, I'll wrap that up to the same distance as my main spot and put it just off it. And my thinking there, it's kind of like just a spawn that's gone astray, you know. And again, I'm sort of hoping that will be my big fish spot, but we'll see, eh? I'm not too bothered. I've caught 4. If the worst thing that happens now is I get a good night's sleep, have a lie in, it's going to start raining. I love being in my bivvy when it rains. That's fine. But if we could just fluke 1 more out and make it 5, man, that'd be awesome. A couple of beers as well, of course. There we go. Got my beef stew and dumplings cooking away there. Gonna have that with some salami. I love my cured meats. And then a couple of beers for later. So yeah, I'm gonna eat well tonight. Got some almond slices for afterwards. I'm normally a cherry bakewell man, but the co-op didn't have any. So those almond slices, they were calling my name. Put them in my bag straight away. I did the recaster without showing you guys because well, there's ducks going around, coots. Also, the sun was well in my eyes, and I really wanted to be able to sink the line properly this time. Basically what I'm doing is I'm having to hit the clip with the rod quite high, feeling it down, sinking the line behind the weed bed, so holding the rod up, sinking it behind the weed bed, and then when it touches that weed bed, just letting it all go so it all hangs nice and limp. You know, it's nothing new for me, this fishing over weed. It's what I do a lot back up in North Yorkshire on the pits that I fish a lot. So yeah, it makes no difference to me, and as you've seen with every fish we've got back to the weed, we've landed. So yeah, it can be done. Right, I need to make sure this doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. And yeah, we'll do that solid bag later. Then that'll be it. Nice. Love these long summer's evenings. Very nice. Okay. Oh God. Good morning. It's about 6:30 now, something like that. It's been bright for about an hour, hour and a half. And yeah, I hung it out a little bit, see if I get a dawn bite, but it's just not happened. And yeah, nothing's happened during the night. There's no rods on the pod because I've wound them in, and I'm gonna have a complete change of tactics. Well, almost a complete change. So I'll just show you this now. I'm gonna still keep the winning, you know, bottom bait snowman on one rod that's gonna go on the middle, but on the 2 other rods, I'm gonna put my favourite hinge stiff rigs on with some yellow Northern Specials. Because what I'm thinking is the fish traffic has absolutely died in the peg. Like, compared to yesterday anyway. I'm still seeing the odd one. In fact, while I was winding them in, one showed kind of along the tree line to my left there. And I'm still hearing the odd one deep in the bay, so I think there are still a few fish here, maybe like resident fish, but it's not like it was yesterday, so I need to do something to force a bite. And those hinge stiff rigs fish quite high with obvious yellow pop-ups. That is a good tactic to get a bite of fish just drifting through, maybe just dropping down once, taking a mouthful of bait and going. Hopefully they'll take my hook bait instead. So I'm going to put all 3 rods on one spot, possibly spom, maybe 4 spoms over top. Not much because the fish aren't eating it. You know, I would have got a bite if they were. You know, yesterday if the fish were on it, I was getting takes. The gate's open at, I think it's 7, so I want to get everything done before then. Although I'm in an end peg, if people are coming and going further down the lake, fish are moving around, perhaps they'll get pushed up here. Was that one? Well, that's, if that was a fish, that's very near my spot. Nothing's come back up. Yeah. Okay, right, we need to get this done. Okay, 4 casts to get 3 rods out there, and I'm very proud to say that it was my first miscast of a whole session. It's only 10 wraps, but I've now got a spot out there that I know when I'm on it, it's like donk! It is perfect, and I've actually noticed that it's got firmer as the session's gone on, so I'm sure fish are still feeding on it. We just need a few to come along and, you know, take them pop-ups. Well, I thought I'd played my last card, but actually I'm seeing fish far to the right of me in the bay. So I've just had a quick lead up and I've found a nice spot that I'm going to put my last solid bag on. I tied up 4 bags before this session. I don't want to take them home, so I might as well use my last one now, get it fired over and hope one of those fish stumbles across it. Are we filming? Please be filming. Yeah. don't need my waders after all. So yeah, it's my smallest one of the session, but man, that's 5, and I've only really got another half an hour, so I think what I'll do is probably not cast back out and just start packing away. Well, can you believe it? 5 carp. Not going to bother weighing this one. It's the smallest of the session, probably just touching 14, something like that. 13, 14. But I'm over the moon with this, you know. Sophie thought I would catch 4 and Stanley thought I'd catch 5. He didn't say it, but when Sophie said 4, I said something like, Stanley, do you think I'll catch 5? And he was like, no. So there we go. My little boy was right. Gosh, that's 5 of them, all on the D-rigs and bottom baits. None of them on the pop-up source solid bags. Man, that is so cool. Right, as I said, I'm not going to cast that rod back out. I'm going to have a slow pack up. Still got 2 rods in play. But yeah, that is pretty cool. I am well happy with this session. If you were to say at the start of it, will you take 5? I was like, yeah, I'd snap your hand off of that. Awesome. When I arrived, so many pegs were full. I just didn't think I would get on any fish. I just kept walking until I found some up this end. A free swim, jumped in it. Bang. I'm well happy with that. I know it's an easy lake, but you still got to catch them, you still got to find them and do the right presentations and everything. So I'm pretty happy with how it's gone. Right, a couple of pictures and we'll pop it back. No way, rod on the ground, drag slip. I'm literally on my way to pick it up. Everything is away behind me. I don't know how much you caught of that, but that is a lovely scaly one. And yeah, let me show you. So I was literally packing everything away, about to put the elastic on my second to last rod. So that rod had about a minute, if that, and then it went brilliant. And I think I caught the bite on camera as well. Oh, that is so cool. That was on the hinge stiff rig with a Northern Special. I got a weird sort of line bite, aborted take early. I wound it in. I wasn't even going to cast it back out, but I thought I might as well. I'm going to be packing away for another 10-15 minutes. And boom, it went. That never happens for me. Okay, I think I'll get everything packed away, get it all in the barrow, because it's there, net, mat and sling, so I can just get that wet, leave it and go. Love it. Well, here we go, one last time. Let's look at our prize. Possibly the best looking mirror of the session. I think so. I think the pick of the bunch had to be that common. As I say, one of my biggest ever commons, because I've not really had much luck with big commons. Last year I lost what could have been a 30-pounder at the net. There we have it, number 6. A very nice mirror. And wow, what a session. 7 bites, 6 landed. Caught this one right at the death with a rod on the floor. Amazing stuff. So what it leaves me to say is thank you for watching, subscribe for more to come, and good luck out there. Yeah, what a session, man. I have loved it. Cool. Let's get it back. It wants to go, and so do I. Barrow's packed.